Hello? Hello everyone! RPG Penguin here, and welcome back to Erenshor, where we have just gotten out of Stowaway's Steep, as we now have access to a beta test of the game. And we are actually in Erenshor. You meet Erenshor, explore, adventure battle, and see what change you can bring to this world. Type /all players to find new friends. Now, what is really interesting about this game, before we get started, is that we can... this game... it is completely single player. It has the same feel and look of an MMORPG while still remaining single player. Now, I have been given an early access beta key by Bergie Media. I think that's how I pronounce it. I hope I got that right. So we are going to be checking out Erenshor. But before we get started, just some things I would like to mention. Which is that the game will be coming to Steam for in a purchasable, I think it's purchasable form, where you can get access to all of Erenshor instead of just the demo, or at least the beta of it. Let's go check real quick. The exact date? Yes. In 5 days, this game, or 5, 6, 4, depending on time zones, this game will be available for you to try yourself. In a fuller form than it has been, since it was just in a demo for a while. Now, quick run-by of what this is, or my equipment and stuff, because if you're just joining me here, it's gonna be a bit confusing, you know? Over here. Put that in storage. Let's see. Yeah, we're in a very different place. Probably get chat open in case anyone's speaking. But yeah, if you look at the map here, if I go to the map, you'll see that we started here, and I think we're now in the Hidden Hills region of the map. I'm not sure how much of this is actually here, but it would be really cool if all of it was. Anyway, be right back in just a second. Need to set up chat so I can read what people are saying, if anyone's saying anything yet. I'm actually realizing I probably should have used, or I should have waited for a thumbnail till it got here to take a thumbnail of the new area. But I wasn't sure if there was like a interlude cutscene of some kind. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we are now officially out of the demo. Or yes, the current live demo. So I should also specify. This is... I think it's beta, right? I can double check. Yes. Isn't said that it is beta. Alright, let's go... dash beta. There you go. Alright, let's get exploring. I feel like we're probably way too powerful for this region still. It took me a lot to actually get to this point of having enough power to kill the boss of the last region. I guess just to quickly over my equipment once again, since I didn't really cover it. If I just hold this, you can see a bunch of armaments and equipment. I actually have both of my ring slots filled. I mean, I could also put on the Ring of Magic Bolt if I wanted to, which would give me a magic attack, magic bolt attack. A bunch of really standard equipment, I think, just for the final area, but what's more important is the Death's Embrace, which is a 6th level spell that weakens targets and slowly drains their health while healing the caster. The middle spell here, or I guess ability here, is gaining lifesteal, which lets me not die effectively, and kicking, which interrupts target's spells. Now, in addition to that, you may also be wondering, who are all these people? Well, I have assigned or made a party back on the Steep to bring over to Erenshor. So here we have a paladin, who I think is on par or better than I am. Oh, we have an arcanist who's on par or better than I am, which is a spellcaster. And finally, if I can actually reach this person. Get over here. Yeah, another arcanist. So we have 2 arcanists, and I am playing the duelist class. Alright, let us begin. Well met, I'm Xander, and I'm bounty hunter. If you're, I'm here. We're here for work. So if you have info, stand aside. So if you don't have info, stand aside. Let's ask for work. Looking for a missing person. I suspect the Mulderay have taken him to Kraken Guard prison. He's apparently in a line of work that's right up their alley. The prison is hidden, but they say that you can hear the wind blowing through it when you're close enough. A group who took interest in Erenshor early on. They do call this place the Land of the Gods, after all. Most all religious writings refer to this place. Old Eldoth's Morais interested in that sort of thing. So, some cult-esque group. There's still someone up ahead. Stop in and see if they can help you. If you want real gear, though, head through the break and into the city. You won't find much useful way out here. Right, so looks like we got like a sort of temporary settlement here. Yeah, it's literally right here. I will go set my spawn point. Alright, let's see. Merchant. Oh, it's a druid merchant. Probably have druids. Oh, never mind. It's arcanist spells. What? I might as well check now. Okay, so we got a druid merchant. We have a general merchant. Let's see. I could use that weapon. A primary or secondary hand. This is 31 DPS is what it says there, which in comparison to 36, yeah, it's not very good. Oh well. You also have an Arcanist, Manacall, and the Magic Bolt Ring that I just have acquired over here. I think that's the same level of armor as my chestplate. Yes, it is. Alright. Arcanist Merchant, you probably have absolutely nothing I can use. Again, I don't feel like my class gets as many spells as the other ones, and they're mostly sustain based. Then again, if I can look for a duelist merchant, there we go. Alright, polished longsword. 45 damage. Yes, I shall acquire that. How much gold? 1.5k. How much does this cost? Barely anything. Alright. Let's see. Duelist, I can gain lifesteal. I have that one. I have dodge. Dual wield allows one-handed weapons to be equipped in secondary hand. It gives a chance to swing during combat. This one is significantly higher level for me, but chance to strike twice in a row. Might as well acquire it just because. Kick. Victor's Pride, I do have that one. And Backstab, deal major damage. Let's see. 10 armor in comparison to 555 and a bunch of resistances. Agility, Wisdom, Charisma. I'm going to keep my compression reps. Ocean's Lull. Slow the target speed by 8%. Attack speed, okay. Let's go acquire it. I don't have money, actually. I kind of use it all. Fair. So I have double attack, definitely not going to use that yet. Backstab, I can grab that one. I think dual wield as well was in my range, yes. keep forgetting how to use these. It's just right click. Alright. So now we have our polished longsword, followed by our polished longsword. And we don't really need an old buckler if we're just going to be attacking enemies with longswords in both hands. Okay, sell the old knife, sell the old buckler. I guess sell the ring match bolt. It's not as rare as I thought it was. And if there was a bank around, which I don't know if there is, I go pick up my other equipment and see if I have enough items to sell to get more stuff. But now I actually have new equipment to go play around with. I think my primary objective will be to sort of just look around what the demo has in its like in the area. Things are, I think, slightly stronger. Oh, they have sturdy skeletons now. Alright. Okay, so what is backstab? Seems pretty interesting. Let's say like a damage amount. So let's be behind the target and I can deal major damage. Got it. It's actually positioning I need to watch out for. So if we go here... Backstab for 105. Alright. Looks like we have some pretty good equipment and such going. This backstab's 105. My attacks are... Seems like 19 to 40 baseline. There's just a bit more additional damage I can throw on. The kick is still really weak. Let's see, what's my life drain type damage? You there. That's life drain. Yeah, kick is really bad. He's doing 3 damage. I think it's just useful if I'm interrupting someone. And this is really how much damage Death Embrace does. No, it does not. Oh, they're resisting it, that's why. Probably because they're dead. Huh. Oh, a copper sword. Base damage is 35, which is not good in comparison. So leave that in the body and take those stuff. Yeah, they're actually dropping weapons now, which is different than they... Like, I don't think any enemies really dropped weapons besides, like, rusted equipment. I wonder if actually... for the purposes of my attacks... Hold on, actually, maybe I can sell them. I wonder how... Oh, there's a lot of stuff, actually. And new glove types, I think. Or old glove types. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to probably want to make some currency so I can get all the abilities from this duelist merchant, so I can try those out. Let's see, sell for 36. Sell for 1, so yeah, looks like this is worth something. And then 8 gold for that item. Yeah, the new ability that would be really interesting to acquire was... Did I already get them all? No, Ocean's Lull. Is 1.4k. I guess it doesn't seem too critical at the moment for me to acquire. I can always come back. But instead I could be looking around the map and seeing what else I can find. Like, what is this? I'm getting teleporter vibes, but I don't know what to do with this information. Oh. It is a neck equipment. Is it better than what I have? I have nothing, so yes, actually. Huh. Let's wander around the open world a bit. There's another aspect of the caravan over here. Oh. Bandits, okay. Never mind, they're probably not a part of the caravan. I would think. I mean, might as well see if there's anything that they're hiding. But it doesn't look like it around here. Oh, never mind, they do some good things, though. I will equip that ring. Or put that ring in my inventory to check its statistics. Find the enemy, so backstab. There we go. I wonder if it'd be better if I explored this without the help of a bunch of allies, because I'm not really running into a dungeon yet. If I do, it'll be very important to have people with me. But while I'm not too sure. Now, let's see. More strength. In comparison to no stats, actually. So strength and dex, and this will give me charisma. Yeah, I'm going to use strength and dex. It does lower my life total, but it should make me able to hit more. I don't know how effective death... Yeah, it's just... Against the skeletons, Death Embrace is really not worth it. I should just stick to hitting with the sword. Ooh, leather sleeves. That's what I have. Well, I get some more bones, which can sell for something, I suppose. What's in here? Oh, cave. The Duskin-like ghost. A coast. Alright, so yes, I was in the Hidden Hills. And now we are over here. Look at our map. There's Rockshade Hollow in the jaws of Sivakaya? Oh, wow. Hey, chat, do you think I can fight that thing? Okay, I guess we can't. Let's respawn. So that's probably a bit outside of my current level. Seeing as they one-shot, I think Maven is the tank. Yeah, seeing as they one-shot the Paladin, who probably has about 300, 400 health, and then proceed to obliterate us. I don't think that's our fight. Pant. Alright. Let's honestly make our way back. I don't really need to fight everything that's on the way. Unless there's, like, items or something around. But I am curious what is through this path. You just gotta avoid the giant. I think this is more our capability to do. And Death Embrace, is that doing anything? No. Any way to do more damage? Let's take a look. Ow. I've hit my elbow. Alright. So it has a resistance to void damage, is what that's saying. Since my attack does void damage, I'm not high enough level, so I don't really have enough stats to do enough void damage to really affect this creature. If I look at my... There's actually some place where I can take a look at my stats exactly. Alright, well, somewhere in my stats, the more... I'm just gonna make an educated guess. Oh. Oh. So when yes, strength is used for my direct damage, like if I right-click and hold. Let's see what it's using as its primary damage type. No, it is not. Alright. Yes, strength is used for my weapon damage. Endurance is likely my HP. Agility is probably dodge crit chance. Intelligence is likely my spellcasting or spellcasting. I guess there's actually three things: intelligence, charisma, and wisdom. Probably different things for class. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out later. Oh! Elemental! It's a ball! How do I hit this thing in the back? Where is your back? Okay, Death Embrace is not enough damage. Honestly, makes sense. Elementals are probably not going to be susceptible to this. Also, we are kind of getting hit bad. So, whatever way it's not facing is likely the way. Unbelievable. It's so close. Alright. I don't think we should be there. We're probably not ready for that. So let's decide to find another path. I do suppose it's going away from the main path. That's what we're laying out here. If we stick to the road, we're going to find something of interest eventually. Luckily, some combats we can actually win. You. Do you take Death Embrace damage? It does! Alright, so... stick to the road. I think going... this sort of rider path, we should be able to find some stuff. Fairies break. There you go. We have a quest to go to Old Kraken Guard, don't we? Yeah, which is actually kind of near here. It's right down there by the Vithio's Watch. So it seems like this map probably has a way to go sort of around in a circle. There's no way for me to really tell how strong a region will be. because Dust and Light is definitely very difficult, based off the monsters that are there. I think it's probably like maybe, if I'm level 6, it's probably 8 to 16, maybe? This other place is sort of within the same realm of Stowaway's Step, which is 1 to 8, I think. So, not too sure about the phrase break. That should be hopefully easier. Not often we see a passerby. Stick to the roads through the forest. Those astray will find trouble. Ah, your sort is in the market for trouble, aren't you? Well, you could do me a favor over in Krakengard to the south of here, or you could head north and try luck in Underspine Hollow. If you go to Krakengard, bring me the tower bunk keys if you find extras. I've always wanted to explore that place. Oh, alright. Underspine. There's a dwelling over in Revel Plains called the Underspine Hollow, full of ogres, and do they love their ogre spice. Bring me a few leaves. Let's say 4. That should do me for a while. I've found old ruins. They tend to attract creatures. Worse yet, sometimes they contain things that never left. Just over the hills to the south, for example, those ruins are run some ancient guardians that have been there for as long as time remembers. Not sure about their origin, but they don't like visitors. Oh, is this a player of this region? Oh, they're gone. Huh. Can we fight you? Guess that answers my question. Can we fight you? Proceeds to get exploded. Is there something else around here that would be... the bone pits. Let's take a look for the bone pits. Maybe that's a dungeon we're supposed to attempt here. It's probably the exit to the bone pits, I would guess. So we gotta find some entranceway to it. Let's see. Because I can't really... I saw there's a dungeon somewhere around here called the Bone Pits, and that's likely the exit for it. So I'm gonna circle around this mountain, as that would make the most geographical sense. Which should allow us to fight some things without getting instantly incinerated. Maybe I needed those extra rings. For health instead of damage. There's a cave system that way. There's the party. Almost all of them. Alright. We're definitely, like, dealing a bunch of... We're doing damage as a character, but we're just not able to survive very long, due to us not playing as the tank. Alright, that does seem like it could be the bone pit they're talking about. Which would be helpful. As these things are giving quite a lot of experience. So, I wouldn't be shocked if we do level up kind of quick. Let's see, a bunch of dead soldiers lie on the ground. Horse. Yeah, right outside this cave. Yeah, this is definitely a dungeon. There we go. The bone bits. That's what we're looking for. Oh, they have an interesting system clock. Right. I kind of want to explore the Bone Pit dungeon because I feel like I need to get some level of like money and health in order to sort of continue forth. Backstab. Right. You can see the enemy's health up here. You can see my damage here. You can see my allies' damage here. You can see sort of all this other stuff. You know, DPS is definitely paying off, but I don't know if it's paying off enough to really outweigh the downsides of having no health. Oh. Okay. Kick, and we get behind them. Backstab, because they are immune to my this ability at the moment. It's definitely worth trying again once I'm a higher level. Alright. That looks like if I fall, I will die. So I'm instead going to... Oh! Necromancer! Alright. It makes sense there's necromancers here. Are you mean to avoid damage? Nope. Alright, so I'm actually applying all my abilities to this guy. These guys probably have some pretty good equipment, or health and stuff. Poisoned. Especially in the magical, department. Bring him in here. I'm not really sure. I can't really see when they're trying to cast a spell. There's so many particles. But I would like to try to interrupt them a few times. Alright. Embalmed Brace... Oh, hold on. I should probably... Okay. Embalmed Bracer. Take a look at this. I do not need to look at my boots. Alright, Embalmed Bracer. That is significantly better than everything I've had so far. And it's on a bracer slot. What is a bracer slot? Huh. Duelist, Druid, Arcanist. Bracer slot. Because you have ring slot, a hand slot, an arm slot, a neck slot, a head slot, a ring slot, a offhand slot, a foot slot, a waist slot, a main hand slot. I don't have that slot yet. Oh, wrist. That makes sense. Gravewood leaf. A leaf pungent leaf that smells like decay and leaves a rash. And some cloth shoes. Seems like a nice little forest down here, I suppose. we really have a graveyard when there's necromancers around? I feel like that's just ammunition. Like, I guess, bury me at the graveyard when there are, I guess, in the necromancer dungeon. I'm not sure that would go too well. I sort of feel like me and my party are a bit underleveled to attempt really much of anything over here. At least these skeleton soldiers don't seem to be putting up too much of a fight. And they're definitely hurting, but not like you can't fight them type fight. Just a barrel. So we have sturdy skeletons, skeleton fighters. I think the sturdy skeletons were the weaker versions. Alright, next apply death now. Oh, behind them. There we go. Yeah, they now can actually be afflicted. I think because I leveled up, so now I can actually do damage with my void spells. Magibane Charm. Magibane Charm. Idol of sivakaya, chunk of citrine, sand silver, ochre spice leaf, and starstone. Huh. Alright. I have so much random loot I'm gonna sell, but jeez, my inventory is filling up. Skeleton soldiers just kind of watching over nothing. Alright. Can I apply it? Yes, I can apply it to these guys. Also slightly bigger. Okay, that is you done. Oh, polished longsword, 52. Oh, that's the type of weapon I have at the moment. That I paid a fortune for. Alright, actually no, it's not bad of a fortune, but like I paid money to acquire this one now. These enemies can drop it. Seems like I don't really need to purchase equipment if I don't need it, because I could just have a chance of acquiring it. Ooh, light plate greaves. Those are pretty good. Let's see. 10 armor, lose all of my statistics. I think I elected on this over that one because armor just seems better. Now my inventory is getting really full of, well, mostly garbage. Right. Going to combat. Does my kick really do any damage? No, it's literally 8. I mean, I guess it doesn't take a like any additional thing to use it. Just it is literally no damage. Right, let's see. Mushroom. Let's see, what level am I? I am level 7. Square's level 13. Not happening anytime soon. They're resisting it. I also look here at the status bar, but yeah, it doesn't seem like I can actually apply that to them all the time. Yeah, they're resisting it quite a lot. Just the strong skeletons are not strong enough yet to resist this. Unless maybe if they're stunned, it could be easier. There's just like ambient sound of horror in here. Oh shoot, the party's dead. There you go. Was there anything over here? Or was that just combat for combat's sake? Oh, yes, there is. There is a boss. I'm not sure how confident I am, but we can take that. But as long as everyone's, like, full health when they start, you may have a chance at this. Okay, 2, 3. Might as well also eat a bread. I feel like this guy's gonna resist. Yeah, completely resist my attacks. But it seems like our team overall does out DPS this thing. Alright, so, fated entry. A treasure hunter's journal. The Bone Pits. A place of great misery, not mystery. The rumors of riches here were quickly replaced by rusted metals and decaying gemstones. All seasoned by a great dose of undead stink. I can cross this hole off my list and proceed on. The old ruins on the Vithian Watch Coast hold some promise, so I'll go there next. Wish I had a bank of some kind so we could put these away. I don't want to just like scrap like you complete the demo type paper or the lore paper, as I have a feeling they're going to be important later. Oh, necromancer. With this dungeon, we did get a bit more levels, which is always good to explore the other parts of the world. Let's see here. Well, it's not like a lot in actual items. It's still not bad. I guess I'd have to sell this stuff to see how much we do actually get in items as well. That's... Oh, I can't loot them in full. I see. Alright. Rusty sword. There we go. Oh! That gives boss vibes. A lesser avatar of Sivakaya. Yeah, this place needs some combat music. Oh well. Ooh, cape. Looks like my spell is actually good to draw enemies forward, even if it doesn't do damage. Steel longsword. 37. Significantly worse, huh? Well, maybe 37 is good for our paladin, perhaps? Nope. Not even slightly. Alright then. Anyway, that seems like a unique enough item for me to keep it separately. Unlike these swords, that's a repeating item. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay. Let's draw this thing over. We can hit with backstab. I feel like we're gonna not win this next fight, because it's big. And big things have killed us so far in one hit. See, I don't think all of our teammates have a cape. So so I will acquire this. And actually, you do have a cape. All right. Do you have a cape? You do have a cape. All right, actually, everyone does have capes. Never mind. Right. That's a lot of necromancers. I feel like I should be targeting the minions first, but I'm not sure how to really communicate that to my allies. Oh, heck, someone's already dead. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm making it out. Oof. Not ready for that yet. Yeah, not ready for that yet. I definitely got some money back, so you have a chance of getting something else from the stores. Alright. I would really like to find, let's see, can I buy this now? Yes. I would really like to find a bank somewhere. I still am in the middle of nowhere, so makes sense why a bank wouldn't set up shop here. As for the items I've been collecting, they are bounty hunters, so maybe they know something about the note. The break into the city. That's where real gear is. Alright. So if we go to Port Azure, that would be the city I can head to. I just gotta avoid basically all confrontation in the forest because the forest is stronger than I am. From what I last gathered. But for you, you are the bounty hunter. Yes. What do you make of the fated entry? You do not make anything out of the fated entry. Okay, then. Well, I suppose we should definitely head to the town so I can actually deposit some items from my inventory. Let's look at these items up over here. Not sure how useful food is. I remember it gives like some buffs, like, oh yeah, attack speed. This one is hit points, run speed, mana regen. That one's pretty good. This one's for armor. I mean, maybe if I pop that before battle, it could have different results than what happened, but I'm not too sure. Alright, what is the level for the oceans? Lol. 6. Takes basically all my mana, but I guess I'm not able to hit them with Death Embrace, then might as well just give them a slow attack speed. I guess now would actually be time to start removing these passives from my hotbar. Because they don't do anything in the hotbar. At least as far as I'm aware. Let's go check. These two. Dodge versus power. I mean, I can check those real quick. I kind of just put them in the hotbar because I wanted to fill that out, but I do not need them there. Let's see if I still get the benefits by killing things like grass spiders. So 282. It isn't going up. Do I actually need that in my hotbar? True, 223. Let's take a look to see if it goes up. It's at 230 at 296. Yes, it does say 296, so maybe I do need that. Just be sure, let me remove that and see what happens. Huh. Let's just into a combat. I know if my max health increases, then it will be... Okay. Does not need to be equipped. Good. Just had to check. No, those are pants. Alright. So we do not need those in our inventory for it to work, which makes sense as they are considered passive. Let's go take a look at our other equipment. Yeah, shall I move this up to like just the max slots here? Just so I can click them all where I need to. And I suppose if we want to go to the big city, that's where they suggest we find a bunch of stuff. Can I rob your house? No. Alright. This place is very, very green. Huh. That sign isn't... If it had text, that would be helpful, but alas. You do not be here. Your favors to the Wisps do not grant you favor with me. Word spreads. You found Wyland. For all I know, it's you that sent to the spirit world to begin with. Ah. Alright then. Random person in the middle of the forest. Huh. It's a very interesting location. I think someone's got killed by the skeleton. Looks like I could be next if I'm not careful. There you go. There you go. I actually quickly reorganize my spells, because I notice I keep on hitting one that I don't mean to hit when I want to try a new spell. Alright. So kick. Let's get our actives first, like our kick and our dagger on 1 and 2. Alright. Let's pass it on. You have it there. Alright, spells. I think that 3, but no, lifesteal is next. Followed by this one probably as 5, and this one as 4. Since it doesn't work for everyone. Because that one will likely work for everyone. So that's cast 5, and I can go into me. Go. So what's in this house? Nothing. Alright. Pearson Overdo. Fernelli's wrestling's upon you. Do you bring news? Pray, if you bring news, then share generously, unless you remain lost. I don't have news to share. Unless you want this strange paper. No? Alright. I kind of want to cast this, so... Oh. Aw. Behind this thing. Alright, so if I can get another slow attack effect, I feel like that would be helpful to save the party from taking damage. So in essence, I become a slow down. Oh. Heck. Right, the Raider messed us up there. Dang it, I think it just splits through. I would like to find another well. So, this location should be down basically the same road from the looks of it. So if we follow this road all the way, we should be able to get out of here. This is where we're going to get access to proper equipment, as was stated, which will be helpful in us not dying every few seconds. I am Abath, emissary for Eldoth, Mordai. You may conduct any official business through me. It's a word of renowned antiquities dealer and Erenshor's greatest advocate for the preservation of history. With his help, we made it to a Port Azure from pilgrimage to this land for their financial gain. So preservation. Those are here to benefit financially to those who defile history for the sake of adventure are not welcome. It is our sacred right to destroy any who set foot on our historic ground within Erenshor, you included. Your reception within Erenshor's ruin will only be worn by your escaping blood. Oh, well, okay then. You're kind of aggressive. Eldoth will be pleased with the work. Eldoth is the one who's able to channel Erenshor's power into something wonderful. And then Azure. They are interlopers, a pestilence upon the land. Do not consort with them. Do not conduct business there. Or you will need to be cleansed. Okay, this person is given villain vibes, you know, just a bit. By the use of word cleansed, especially. So I'm going to ignore all their warnings. Ah, Port Azir. Now, surely we can make it to the town without being murdered, yes? They do a lot of damage. Huh. So since the AI has killed that one, or since the other characters killed that one, we didn't actually get any XP, which is unfortunate. And now we are in Port Azir. Let's see. I think we should get another thumbnail here. Nope, dog bark. Yeah, this place looks nice. There we go. Now, let's get back to it. Getting some error from YouTube side. Let's see, is it dropping frames? No, it's not. So YouTube's having some problem connecting the dots then. Alright. Yeah, YouTube's not receiving video from streaming as such that you're experiencing buffering. It looks like you're actually are getting enough. There's no drop bits or frames. Yeah, 8,000. I don't know what's the error with YouTube then. But oh boy, this is a big town. Alright. I don't go out anymore. There's just so much danger. I never came to this place. Erenshor. It was supposed to be a land of new opportunities, but here I'm locked in my house, in a city, and too afraid to take any advantage of it. Everyone's afraid lately. And the sivakayans are being spotted all over the place, so I hear. Hard to get out and get anything I need lately. Oh, yeah, I help go for the guards. Keep them fed. That will protect us. That way they'll protect us, I hope. On that note, I could use wolf meat or bear meat, or as much meat as you can get. And I'll pay what I can. I can't get out on my own lately. Maybe I should have sold all the meat I had earlier. Well, let's go try to find a bank first, because I feel like that should be one of our top priorities, is actually getting our money from where it was saved. An oddities merchant. Hmm. $25 health and 25 mana. That's... yeah, how much is that? 150? That would be good. Gourd Carver. Yeah, Gourd Carver. This is some additional strength, and it does 42 damage in comparison to my 52, so not worth it for me. It's Paladin based. It's duelist and Paladin based. Ooh. 125. 11 armor. Let's see, what's my current thing? Garbage. Yes, please. I shall buy that. The only wraps I think are worth somebody currently have. 5, 4, and let's see here. 10, 10 and 3. Yep. Alright, now let's equip these new boots. I can definitely go to you and sell some stuff, like copper sword, bunch of bones. And all that. 47. Alright, let's see. How about this one? 4 armor and 4 dex. 3 armor, no stat bonus. 3 gold. And the 150. Sell that for that. And now... I have equipment that actually looks like I should have at this stage. Another oddities merchant. What do you sell? 950,000 for the magic bag. Okay, so EXP bonus, EXP bonus, EXP bonus, and EXP bonus. What do you do? 7-dimensional rift that connects directly to your bank. That sounds very helpful. Use the template in a forge with any planar stone as a fuel source and any blue sparkling item you're choosing to upgrade. And then seemingly lost a lost piece to an age-old game. Yes, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of probably very expensive things. A sound holds secrets, lots of them. The kind that are best not found. Stay out of the shadows. That's my advice. There's some dark corners around here, all around. Under your feet, even. See with my own eyes. Lucky, I guess, I'm still here. If you listen close in the right places, you can hear their presence. Well, hello. I hope you're enjoying the mainland. Yes, I am. It has really opened up a lot, and I have walked into places where I definitely shouldn't be yet. But yeah, it is very nice. Welcome, Brady Media to chat. Got books for sale? Yep, I sell books. If you find any rare ones, bring them my way. And show them to me before you hold out your hand asking for money. Okay. Let's see. You have the Breath of Port Azure. Oh, more. That's probably helpful to use, or to have. Fishing merchant. For the fishing, got some supplies here. We got a fishing pole and a bunch of, yeah. Alright, so if I can find an actual place to fish, that could be interesting to go back to that point. Alright, Braxton Azeroth and Braxton Ulrich. May Brax smile upon us all this day. The Braxton Brotherhood is well versed in many things, though our specialty is arcanism. Right, definitely not for me. Maybe there's like a school for every type of class around here. This isn't life any of us had planned when we came to Erenshor. Now I don't even have the means to go back home. We're going to find a way back to Stowaway's Steppe. Want help from there? Want help? From there, we can find our way back home. There's a fishing boat that sometimes stops on the beach in Black Salt Strand. We've both seen it, so if we can make a ring that enchants our fishing skill, we can use it to buy a ride back. Here's a template, if you can find the parts. Huh. Was your arms? Wee. Sorry, not in a chatting mood right now. So, throwing in another linekeeper. Hello there. Welcome to Azure Arms. Got a room here? It's nice enough. Maybe one day I'll work enough savings to get a house here in the city. Not like you. You can just build your own here. I am Meyer, an emissary of Eldoth, Morlai. Do you have business? He is the savior of Erenshor. He will prevent Port Azure from destroying the land. He knows things that you do not. Erenshor is the land of the gods. You and your kind have no right to any of it. Eldoth will protect us. Eldoth is no longer welcome in Port Azure. They have exiled him in their greed and blindness. I am here on his behalf, listening for whispers of artifact exchanges, so that we may intervene. You may not conduct trades without the approval of Eldoth. Yeah, I don't think I like that whole organization that they have. I need to find a well before I go out perishing. Never thought I'd be living in an inn. I came to Erenshor for a new start. Not for this. Yeah, Port Azure left us on our own. I live in a beautiful place called Silken Grass Meadow. Then the Sivakayans came. What are you doing up here? Is your life worked in this, to the Sivakayans too? Yeah, they're an awful bunch. I used to have a shop, a home. There was a gorgeous waterfall right out my bedroom window. Port Azure pulled back to the guards and defend the city, and left us all alone. We had no choice but to leave. Alright. I think I did get jumped by a Sivakayan earlier. So, I guess there's no really quests I can find to destroy them. Which is a bit unfortunate. Let's see here. Big statue. Alright, but there should be... Oh, is this, do you count as well? No, you do not. Food merchant, town crier, the banker. Yes. I'm looking for you, banker. And I do not need your equipment. Because this person has a bunch of stuff on their person, which I can sell for probably some good profit. I don't think the Eye of Plaxirius had any use outside of selling. Hopefully. I guess it can be used for a crafting recipe, so I should probably keep it. Alright. Let's put the Fate entry in here, in addition to the game continues. And a mold. And the other mold. If I want to go back to crafting at some point, I can definitely go through here. Maybe I should put them like in a separate slot area. Yeah. Because I am now getting quite a lot of molds, which are very nice. Right, that seems pretty good. A weapons merchant. A halberd. That's for the paladin. I also have copper sword, a rusty dagger, and a basic pick. So nothing too helpful for me at the moment, but I can definitely get some money off of what items I have to sell from the Stowaway Steppe. So, no weapons from that fellow that I could use. Oh, hold on. A well! Okay, respawn point is set. General Merchant. What generally do you have? Oh, the Lumenstone rings. Yeah, so those 15 armor. This is definitely better. The Rotten Foot. Let's see. As for necklaces, 3 health, 5 armor, and 10 strength. What is like a... I wish I knew where to find a breakdown of all the stats, because then I could really decide what I'd like. Doesn't look like these things are all too useful. An arm merchant, however, may have some more useful items. It's like duelist and paladin for a bunch of plate armor. Oh, it's a Zooer tier, which is slightly better than what I currently have, so I may actually want to start investing in this. 1 second, I'm going to turn on a light. Alright, let's see. My arm gear is really not ideal. Yeah, this is better. 100? Deal. Let's see. I got specialty boots, which are 11 armor, 15 better endurance and strength. Yup. Alright. 5, 5, and 5, and some agility. 22. This 3. 35 armor in comparison to my 15 armor. Probably want to buy that as well. Let's buy a full set of plate mail. Alright, and the shivering leather skull cap. It's... I did just buy that from the unique merchant. Oh, this person isn't selling that type of armor. Alright. Well, we're now significantly more geared. Let's see. Food merchant. Get a bit of bread. Oh. Guess I'll only have 1 of those items. That's 500 coins. Right, but now that I'm armored up, I should have a better chance at surviving in the other locations that are on the map. And also, I'm curious about the shadows that they mentioned. Gotta look for some dark corners. Or not. Right, but yeah, there's definitely some good armor and equipment in this area, so probably keep that in mind. Although I do want to re-find that one merchant who sold the oddities by the entrance. Here and to the right. Since I do want to purchase another Rotten Foot ring in place of this one. Right. Just paladin. Yep. Now we gotta sell a bunch of the stuff. I am ready to head back out on adventure. So weird Coliseum, this sort of mine shaft area. Foreman, what's up? What you want? I'm dealing with a problem here. Problem? Yeah, we're investigating the site here. Looking to find the old castle's basement. It's rumored to be down there. Hit a snag, though. Bugs. They're not that dangerous alone, but oh boy, they can swarm. Can't get through them. Basement, so they say. It caved in under the way to the castle itself. Buried men alive. Including supposed prisoners. Guard captain thinks there might be intel down there about the sivakayams. Apparently, the interrogation techniques were quite effective back then. Prisoners? If they're even real. If the jail's even real. Who knows? I'm trying to figure that all out now. You gotta venture in. Keep what you find. Just bring me any intel that may be down there. Yeah? That seems like a pretty good mission, honestly. We have a location, which we can go right into, and we also have a goal to be here. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of bugs. Get behind. You're already dying. Okay, let me slow it down. Never mind. We don't even know what level these things are. Alright. See. Paladin died as level 7, so that's fine. Ooh. Ooh. Dark corner? No, it's not. Oh well. I guess I'm just gonna need to wander the overworld and acquire some, or defeat some enemies just in the overworld, so I can level up a bit. Just the sheer amount of those bugs there. We're definitely gonna have problems if I don't. This was a very big and imposing structure when I first entered, so maybe there's someone... Ah, Paladin Merchant. Okay. That's what that was. And an auction broker. Huh. Now this is interesting, because you have a bunch of these NPC players, who all have the ability to do things like this, yeah. Huh. And some of the things that I already have, besides that, I suppose. What is funeral garb? Yeah, I could probably also sell some stuff on here. This is a way to get some, like, very different equipment than what we've been normally getting. Alright. That mine shaft. A little too hard at the moment. Now how about over here? The children of Fernala take pleasure in moving outsiders like you. Huh. Leave me be, outsider. I think I'll leave them be. I'm gonna need some, like, very passively, not passively aggressive vibes here, so maybe I'm just gonna head out, you know? Ow. Ow. Can't even take the road safely. Oh yeah, so... neither party can win. Nope. Definitely not. Alright then. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have set my spawn point here. I was supposed to aim close to the, what's it called? The Foray's Break. That is always a benefit. That could just be, I can head over there quickly. It's got to avoid the creatures in this region. Otherwise, I will just get destroyed. I feel like we are under-leveled for this region. I had some kind of mount. Maybe you get one eventually. I guess I'll check my inventory. I don't really see a mount slot. Yeah, having it the ability to go faster than this would be nice. But someone did want meat, which is something we can do. Yep. Something we can do pretty quickly. It just goes from, like, super difficult to like, yes. Two-shot the enemy. Skeletons and such that way. I think we want to go like a little bit off the path, but not too far off it. And I do suppose the one place that was pointed to was it's sort of this way-ish, down this road. It was that, what was it called? I can check the map. Right. It is the old Kraken Guard. And Kraken Guard, I feel like, could be the next place to go, as it is the next mission, if we're following the quest line. So we might as well go check out Kraken Guard. Here we are. Oh, the revival planes? I went the very wrong way. Okay. Sure. Let's take a look around and not get obliterated. Oh. We actually can fight things here. I guess that one was a bit weaker to start, but we can fight things here. Now, these are probably the runes they were talking about. Oh, maybe you need to go back to the steep in case you didn't get all the watch lights. I feel like some mystery formed of the watch lights that you uncover here. Can you believe it? Good soil. We were on our way to bring some supplies to good soil, but well, not anymore. I can't bring it past back to Port Azure, and I definitely can't get rippers myself. Oh, rippers? It's a way up north and not an easy trek. Say, like to take facts for me? Bring back the receipt. Lena should be more than obliged to accept. I'd save her the trip down here. Box of supplies. What level are these people here? Dead. Well. Slow down their attack speed. They keep on missing. Come on. I guess I should also maybe purchase things for the party I have. As a regard. I can't remember what happened. I just remember this phrase they keep saying. It was Savak. What do you think it means? Should we tell someone? I haven't told anyone. It was awful. They came from everywhere. I bet it was those apologists from Restful Valley. That their houses aren't burnt. Why do you think that is? The apologists went and formed their own little town. They said the Port Azure has no right to spread out like this. They said that the Sivakians aren't that bad. Look at our town. Missing a T. Sivakians had to be armor as black as night. I barely got away. Good soil. It's gone. Why us? Where's Fernella? Oh, good soil. Who's delivering that thing to? Ripper's Keep. That is actually a ways. Brown bear. How much meat does that person want? Huh. I guess NPC just needed, like, meat, but it wasn't actually a quest line. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe I can sell it to them? Oh, wow, yeah. This is very on fire. Or was on fire. So I guess that's good soil. A, B. Let me check the map. Maybe not. Alright. Wow. Our quest is going all the way to Ripper's Keep. That's a ways. We gotta go through Rottenfoot, the Silken Grass Meadows, and Looming Wood. Alright. Huh. What I'm finding interesting is that, like, this place was relatively easy, except inside the bone pits, which was a bit difficult to get through. It was hard. So maybe, like, going down this middle path is alright when it comes to, like, easier difficulty in terms of the places. I guess I'll have to see, but being higher level would be nice. If only there was more to fight. They do resist my other attack. There you go. Alright, Highwayman Raiders. There's... oh boy, there's a lot of them. Okay, let's see. Can I afflict you? Yes, I can. Shouldn't be too hard to kill them. Or I guess these don't have resistance to void damage, which should also be the case. That's... yeah, that's a lot of health. Hey, huh. Not sure what I should be fighting. We got exit combat. They should be able to respawn the allies I have. I don't think I can get back to the allies and heal them. Exil's perish. Wait, something to revive, right? Let's go check. I'm probably seeing a keybind. I guess I should be using considering opponents more. Yeah. That's probably why I keep on dying, because I'm not considering the opponent. Out of curiosity, wouldn't stand a chance alone. Yeah, that makes sense. A very important button. I just have not been using it. So I suppose now that I have armor, we can take another swing at the bone pits. So while boss was rather difficult, they've got to run. Enjoyed watching. You're doing great. Thank you. And have a great rest of your day. Or night. Let's see. Never really wouldn't stand a chance. And for the spiders, it's like, oh yeah. Not worth time. I guess means the trivial. Yep. Let's go consider the brown bear. Yep. Alright. I guess using this we can find out what level we are actually on. So I guess these enemies we fought in like the other place. So we checked that way. That's Port Azure. We checked that way, which I believe led us to the mountains. Go back this way, we're going to end up back in the old town that we were just in before. Or I guess the very start location that we're in. Which would be rather nice to be in. As that way we can take another crack at the dungeon. We can probably win this time, now they have equipment, or a few levels higher. Probably also a few skills higher. Let's see, considering you. You easily win the fight against a brittle skeleton. So those are still, like, considered enemies, even though they're not, like, gonna stand a chance. Alright. Honestly, might as well loot them. They're just gonna sell and probably throw a coin in as well. There we go. I should really not sell the box of supplies. Yeah, it's for a quest. Try to keep it on deck. Right then. So this one, I mean, not a big problem, really. You are tense. Alright. Where is the bone dungeon? This looks like it. No, it was not. This is the way to dusk. Watch. Yes, I can see how hard the other place was, and like, ah yeah, so I just considered enemies. I wouldn't have died as much. back. There we go. Quick skeleton and Gort. Huh. Named enemy? Alright. I dropped a tattered wrist guard, which I can put on my other wrist. Not too good, but it's not bad. I guess I could start mining, but then again... I don't want to fill up my inventory. Things that I wouldn't really want to sell. Instead of like holding on to those until I get back to the bank. Which will take a while, because I'm not planning on going back there until I finish the next dungeon. Or I guess the first dungeon of this new island. It is this way. Behind, hit them with backstab. I guess I can apply the slowing effect. There we go. That. It's quite a lot I've dealt with. I'm not going to have use for the tattered leather tunic. Nope. Put that on. Let's go scrap that. And also the carapace, because those things are not worth a lot, but I could instead be saving those slots for things that are worth quite a lot. And here we go, into the bone bits. There's something behind. Oh, I need an ally. I need the allies to take the aggro so I can actually hit him with the backstab. There we go. Oh, did they drop bread? They did! Speaking of, I should probably eat that. See, we are going through this place a lot. Yeah, this is a lot easier. We now have leveled up enough so that these things are no longer a problem. There you go. And hitting with some swords. There we go. I guess we're getting really garbage equipment from them, so maybe not worth it to kill them. Oh. Use those cloth sleeves if you don't mind. Lyra could. Alright. There we go. Oh, and since I give them the item that they wanted to, they're more willing to group again with my with me. Huh. Because yeah, while I'm leveling up, so are all the NPCs who are helping me fight. Anyone else need this? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go clear that. And head forth. I feel like that's gonna be really helpful against like the boss here. I just gotta land it. Those two moves are definitely good for engagement. As, wow, they are gone. That lets us quickly, like, reduce the ability for the enemy to do damage to us and our tank. And if the tank dies, we die, so we gotta keep the tank alive. Alright. What's over here? Ah. Soldiers. Of the skeletal variety. still not able to afflict that because they're very resistant to the void damage type. I feel like our paladin should be real strong over here. Like, it's not for vulnerability, but they likely don't have resistances to the damage type our paladin is wielding. Which, maybe elemental? Not quite sure. There we go. Copper sword, can I get that? I mean, sure. Equipment's better than a copper sword, but... Take 2! I think your weapon was better. Right? Yeah, 40, 60, 42, 86. Yeah, what you have is better. That's why I haven't been giving you anything. Oh, you have a rusty dagger? Huh. A bare bone club. I apply a spark. And the idol of Sivakaya. Oh, polished longsword. Maven wants the polished longsword. I mean, sure. You know, why don't they want to use the thing that does more damage? The 5 and 15. Oh, I guess he has more armor. Huh. Are they actually trying to build for, like, armor instead of DPS? Because I guess, by some extension, this longsword is better for them. If they're trying to build armor, which is why they're asking for it. Huh. Because I thought they'd just be basing their damage calculations off of, like, the value calculations that they do, off how much damage an item does. Like, for this, they're like, I want to get the thing that does the most DPS, but it seems like, since they're currently playing a tank role, they want the thing that gives them more armor. Which is very interesting. This dungeon is so quiet. To an unsettling degree. Yeah, it's not no, I'm kitted out. I should really kit out my allies. To walk back and see you've got the weapons don't update their models bug. That's gone next time in the patch, but enjoy him holding 3 different swords for now. Yeah, I was actually really curious about the how these NPCs are. I think you programmed them to do this, but like how they want items. Because at the moment they want this polished longsword, even though it does less damage than this mace because it has armor, which I found to be really neat because they're currently playing a tank role. If they want to maximize their equipment for the role that they're playing. But yes, they do also happen to have several weapons. Alright. This wasn't too hard to fight last time. He also used a sword and more than 2 hands. I see. But I don't... Sword and a shield. I guess I should purchase them a shield then. Because they don't have a... They may have a shield. Let's go see. They just so happen to have a shield stashed away somewhere. Alright, Maven, give me your inventory. No, not a shield. Well, yes, yeah, they can dual wield equipment. That makes sense. Take a cudgel. Why not ask for every weapon if you can hold 100 of them, right? Heck yeah! I mean, you know, can it'd be pretty cool if I could hold 100 weapons. Can I hit my target finger? Oh, I'm targeting the wrong person. Imagine the stat gains! I already have that faded entry, so I don't need 2 of them. I'm sort of like retracing my steps since I died last here to the bosses. What's down here? Oh. I got some black fruit juice. I should honestly probably eat all of my items before heading to this boss again. Review. Not need the cloth shoes. Maven doesn't need to stop dying of poison. Alright. Let's also check how difficult this boss is supposed to be, like if we have any chance at it. Okay. An even fight. Which means that we should probably nom, and nom. Yep. Here we go. If I get here quick enough, the minions shouldn't spawn behind them. Oh no, the minions. They are here! Okay. How do I instruct them to attack these guys? Attack that one. Yep. We'll attack this one. Alright, not the apparition, the necromancer, attack that one. And I can target you. See that? Let's... I should cast on the boss, my bad. Heck. Alright. We now can target just the apparition by itself. It's already going better than it was. Gosh, this thing is... I need to get behind you. There we go. Should be able to pull this off, especially if I slow down the enemy. So we can start potentially healing Maven more. Gosh. Maven's getting so close to death. I guess if they go down, we still have a bit of time before everything goes to heck. Let's go apply this. I'm just going to try this again. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, it did. Huh. We have defeated the boss. The old torn cape, which I am currently in possession of, but now this hat. It's for a paladin! Well, I suppose it's next time. Yeah, we now go farther in here. Not seeing that anyone wants any of these items. Maybe I'll go check Maven. What's your current helmet? 3 and 10. Yeah. And this is 10, 10, 5. Just 5. So I might as well check everyone else's equipment as well. Can you be more optimized? I guess I can start giving my wrist items I keep on finding. So I'm not finding a lot of wrist items. Your back item is very strong. I think Lyra is probably the most equipped out of all of us. Ooh, a secret passage. Oh, well, they got exploded. Anyway. Let's go find what else we can find. Ooh, gloves, but cloth. It looks to be a dead end. There's definitely something up there. I don't think I have much chance of reaching that point. Definitely worth a shot, but yeah, I don't think I can get high enough. Ah well. Hey, you know I have a druid. Oh, is that a druid? Is this helpful for can druids do something here? Yeah, we do not have a druid. I wasn't able to find one of my level. We do have 2 arcanists, so if I was to replace anyone, it'd probably be Lyra. I guess is the most equipped out of all of us, so... Shoot, all these guys respawned. Oh no, but I just noticed. Yeah, so since I started this world, I didn't really find like a lot of druids that were of my character's level when I was going to fight like the Praxia, I think it's called, on the Shoal. So I kind of just stuck with this party once I reached mainland, because everyone here is very high level. I guess I could probably find a druid, because that would give me a more balanced party. So having a bunch of DPS, and a singular paladin. Were they all too high or just too low? I think the druids on the shoal were too low level, and the ones here are too high level. Then again, I haven't really been looking too hard now that I got this group together, so... Yeah, I'll go look for a druid. Because it would be nice to have more people in the party. Oh, what the heck is that? Huh. That seems important. Yeah. Look at development. Can you scroll through the Druid group builder real quick? Let's see. Group builder. Okay. They are in these. I actually didn't know that existed. Right, we do have some people. Salt Strand, Silken Grass. No. Salt Sand, Braxzonia. I guess I could I invite them from here? Huh. Alright. Actually, I didn't realize that was a thing. um... So, what is this? Send the invite. Down here, there should be a ton. Oh! Alright, so it looks like I have access to... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 druids. 2 paladins. 5 arcanists. And 4, 5, 6, 7 duelists. You're heading your way. Alright, so I wonder how far they have to travel. This is gonna be a lot harder than I have one less person. Guardian behind. There you go. No wonder. Would they prefer 2 long swords? Let's see. I would think no. It would be more armor, though. I can't even see what they have in that hand. Alright. I guess I can look at the inventory. I suppose I can give them 2. Which would let them have... yeah, 186 defense instead of 176. We do lose resistance to void, and we are in a void-based dungeon. Okay. Now, out of curiosity, is that druid that I have called from across the... oh. Well then. Huh. There they are. I was wondering how long it would take them. Surprisingly quick. Alright, but now we have a druid in the party. So I guess, what do druid equipment look like? Let's see. The interrogator, the ice stalk wand, sea salt ring. Huh. I didn't see anyone else around this dungeon region, and we have gained a considerable amount of... I kind of want to fight that one boss again, because I feel like it has some good drops on it, though we just didn't get last time. Right? Yeah, I think it does. Although I'm not sure how long it takes for that boss to respawn. I would be curious to refight it. Let's see. Especially now that I can see what a druid does in combat, which appears to be entangling. This was if it entangles it, I can probably get behind a lot easier. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to respawn. I shouldn't stay here and wait. So there was a side path, which I don't know if I've gone up. Yeah, it's another, probably another way to get to the same location. So what is the purpose of this? I guess, huh. Where has the party on? Party? There you are. Huh. I guess we do get XP once they wander off anyway, but... strange. You know what's really interesting as well? This place looks like it should be approached from this side. Not the other side. I feel like I'm definitely missing a passage. Definitely was a good idea to switch out from our party members. And I guess now that I know about that group builder, I don't have to spend as much time looking for an entire group to join me on adventure. As I did when I was sort of before stream, I was just kind of waiting for a bunch of people to run by so I can select them to join the party of relatively equal strength. But yeah, group builder's helpful. Sad. But now I formed a friendship with one of the sim players. Now Lyra's upset that I'm not grouped with them. Ah, heck. Oh, wait, bracers. Hold on. Bracers. That's helpful. Let's see. Tank has bracers. You do not have any equipment. So take a bracer. Wait, actually you can't wear that one. Tools and paladin. Yup. There's just so many enemies. Alright. Unless I get something really big, I do want to sell my inventory. So we have some currency to buy some new stuff. Like a pocket bank. Which I think will be ridiculous. It is very expensive though, and for very good reason. I guess I might as well take a look at what this armor plate is. It is just a light plate. Huh. I don't think I've been to this room before. And I definitely shouldn't be hitting enemies while they're stunned, but I keep on... I guess I'm always caught in combat when they get stunned. Ah well. Alright. You there! Cloth, cloth, and cloth. Definitely not better than the ceremonial gloves. I mean, I guess that one dungeon on the main, in the demo land, the steep, if that one dungeon had multiple bosses, this one probably has multiple bosses as well. They're probably better hidden though. Because it's a significantly larger dungeon. I guess I'm calling it dungeon, but I'm not sure if it really is. Yeah, it's that guy. Well, I guess I have been here before. Just not from this angle. That's the benefit of going in and out of the dungeon. So it looks like the druid is applying some, like, poison effect. Alright, we're right by the exit. I would be curious to see how much profit this dungeon has made us. If I can actually find the way out. Let's just run through. I went the wrong way. Heck. I guess that one boss respawned. Sure. This paraching is another way to find out. Okay, well, kind of water back here by accident. Let's see, how quickly can you die now that we have a high-level druid? Very. Obscenely. Alright. Back that one. To behind. And let's attack that one. The boss. Target these things for attack. Target you for attack. The tank's just like bringing him over there. Max out of mana. Alright. I guess I'm not out of mana, I'm just low on mana. So I'll wait to like just get sent back to town. New item. Decayed Amulet. 25 health, 15 mana. Better. Significantly better. There we go. Let's see. Settings. Probably not settings. It's just, unless the controls just like head back to town. I guess typically MMORPGs have a teleport option. Maybe not here. Alright. Well, there's two ways to get out of this place. One of them is to perish, and the other one's to walk out. So, let's see what happens first as I just make a dash, I suppose. This time, I'll try to go the right way. There we go. We have a lot of stuff to sell. That is a lot of stuff to... Oh, there's enemies here. Heck. Get over here. I'm trying to sell loot, and you're interrupting it. All right. We are going to sell a bunch of stuff. Let's see, how much will this be? 508. Yup. I guess citrine I could use for... Yeah, and lumastone I could use for crafting. I feel like I'm going to definitely want more currency going forward. There's gotta be something important there. That horn feels like a very rare draw for a questline of some kind. Yeah, it's rough and brittle, and it's surprisingly heavy. I feel like that's gonna be useful later. Alright, let's see. Old Buckler. That will probably not help our paladin. Well... Now that I do have more currency, maybe I have a chance, let's see. Go to the world map. Maybe at Port Azure I could find the duelist guild. So I noticed one for paladins, and I noticed one for arcanists. But none for duelists. They likely have a more extensive inventory for my skill tree. Let's see here. Let's wait at dusk, which would be probably not the best idea. I want to go to the forest. Huh. Well met, traveler. If you want to know more about this contraption behind me, just ask. Sorcerers can manipulate these portals. Maybe someday, you'll learn to do it too. Guess I am no sorcerer, but it would be helpful to use those things. They look like teleportation circles. Maybe that's like it from place to place? Without taking the boats? There's a lot of things for sale at the auction house. Alright. I think it was this way to make it back to the town. Oh, actually a place with road splits here. Wonder. It's a raider. Well. Team? They're not reviving me. What if they're in combat of some kind? Let's go... unstuck. Interesting. I have found a bug of sorts. There we go. Took him a bit. Alright, let's see. Did we get back, sent back to the entrance because they took the unstick button? I think you might have. I am now a bit turned around, but I think... Okay, this is the house. This leads us back to where we were before. So we need to go this way. And if I'm just going to stick to the path because I want to find the duelist guild. So I can acquire some more books. Let's see. What's that flashing of light? Oh, it's just you. Okay. Actually surprisingly peaceful when you're not getting jumped every second. Right, we're back in Port Azure. actually now curious. How hard would this be? We are actually capable of fighting this thing. Okay. Let's get it. The game's saying we're ready. Well, our tank is dead. Oh, the game has lied. We are not ready. Actually, can Astrid take it? They may be able to. Slow them down. We can fight it! Barely! We can fight it nonetheless. Well, I killed it. Just not in time. Alright, we can scoot through one back there. You know, I keep on wandering to the dusk place first. So it really has changed the direction I start going. I'm getting pretty close to leveling up as well. You know, when I was in the step, I was like really trying to get my levels up real quick. Like fighting everything I had the chance to. You're more interested in just exploring around this map. Maybe I should go to the Dusk Place. You know, perish over here, go to the Duskland. See what happens. I should also probably check if there's any better, like, paladins and such that I can get in my party. I think Maven is the best one. Yeah, all the paladins are super low level. It isn't that bad of a walk over here. I should have definitely, definitely set my spawn in Port Azure. So we can almost take on those beetles, which would be very helpful for us to like set our spawn here and find a few more things around here. We like literally killed them as we all died. So very close. Alright, but you are the Paladins Guild. I am not a Paladin, and you likely don't have any spells that carry over to Duelist. We need to find the Duelist Guild. Just a bunch of Paladin spells, Alright. The Spellbook of Block. Get a small innate chance of blocking incoming attacks. Can proc shield ability, but it does require a shield. Aura item. I think this at the moment is my aura item. Yes, it is. Agility, dexterity, and attack speed. Armor, strength, endurance, and resists. So that's a very tank-based one. I'm guessing this is like just strictly for Paladin. Yeah. Right. This one, Paladin as well. Right. So definitely a lot more items than I think other ones has. Oh, hello. Welcome to chat. Yeah, the Paladins definitely have a lot in this guild. So I'm guessing the Arcanists have a lot more of their skills as well. They're more specialized. So what I gotta do is find wherever the Duelist Guild is. Do you happen to know? Look hard enough, and you can find anything here. The Druids, the Arcanists, they've set up shop in town. Paladins built this place. And we blades, we got our own little quarter too. That's kind of exactly what I was asking for. Alright. I know the druids are outside of this place for their specialty stores. Ooh. We're straight up in the castle. Let's see. Oh. Now, where would the duelists be? I figure some kind of arena. And definitely not like this giant, bizarre mercantile area. Maybe they're around here, but let's see. Aletho, collector of rarities and fine things at your service. Yes, all things. Aletho, I've been looking for rotten foot sashes. If you find some, bring them to me. I guess I'll accept the quest. Yeah, savages up from the swamp up north. There's no sense in asking nicely, if you catch my drift. The swamp is just about the last place you'll find any civilized folks. Okay, so... Armorer, weapons merchant. What is in here? Another food merchant. What do you sell? Bread. Might as well get some. Outside of that... nothing too helpful. It's a duelist. Duelist, duelist. You can't have anything. It's for the guards. Unless you do me a favor. Then we can talk. I need sivakaya and ore. Bring me 4 chunks and I'll get you something worth your while for it. It's hard to come by. You'll find a bit of it on their soldiers when I have time. And I'm still trying to figure out how to replicate their weapons. Those things never go dull. So that's why they have this sort of like competitive edge over, I guess, everyone here in Port Azir. I'm gonna guess it has something to do with like the god ores they've been talking about. Oh, where will this lead? Not to the Duelist Guild, I'm sure, but I am quite curious. The Black Salt Strand. Well, I figure we're an even match for this creature. Let's apply a slow effect and curse him. Yeah, we are definitely able to take on that one. Behind. There you go. Apply poisoning effect, and let's slow down its attack speed. Super good in. Welcome to chat. This is Erenshor, which is a single-player MMORPG. So it has the elements of a MMORPG, but is also single-player. So you don't have to worry about a bunch of other people at different times. I know they're planning on adding like seasons, which can be altered from a menu section. That way, it's sort of like a, as their message is, an MMORPG on your own time. So you have all the fun RPG elements, without like waiting a timestamp for like raid bosses and things of that nature. What are you? Something that is apparently ridiculously strong, so I'm gonna keep a fair distance away. What's up here? Oh. What can you build? I guess some... so there are 4 classes in the game if I go here. We have a paladin, an arcanist, a druid, and a duelist. So you can build on these 4 classes with a bunch of different equipment that you find in the wild or purchase from a bunch of characters. And since these are all simulated players, they all level up with you, and you can actually go into their inventory, and if you have any equipment for them, I guess they don't have much, but if I go to Maven here, I can go to some equipment, and I can actually change out the items that they have in their inventory to make them fit the party composition a lot better than they would otherwise. Can see lots of comings and goings from up here. Goliath keeps a good watch over this place. Keeps it quiet for the rest of us. Just beyond traffic in the cliffside over there. Not even in the tunnel. Just into the thickets. I don't dare explore it myself. Oh, your house is very bleak and bleached colored. Maybe a birch wood? Or an ash wood? You would not stand a chance. Okay, yep, that's fair. That's a giant gorilla. I definitely shouldn't be here. That thing maybe we can fight because it's half health? Oh. I'm not the tank. Let's go. So as long as Maven's alive, we're fine. Alright. Really? Oh. Let's see. We should probably head back to the Azure and keep on looking for that duelist place, but, Giant Rune. Can I get around you and go to the Sea Fiends? Alright. I'm probably gonna get outnumbered real quick. It's probably a mistake. Let's hope we don't get destroyed. They're not resistant to void damage, which is nice. They do have a lot of healing. Nice, that is actually probably very good. This enemy has so many status effects. Alright, a crystal. Whispers of the sea. When 2 waves crash together in just the right way, a small crystal forms. And some tattered leather boots, I suppose. Alright. Okay, another sea fiend. Straight behind. The backstab attack. Still bleeding out from that, so I don't need to be quiet. There we go. You know, these things aren't actually that bad. You figure if we fight them like a large number, we're going to get destroyed, but with the amount of status effects you can apply to a single target in all different classes, it doesn't seem that bad. Alright. Also, we're going to get a bunch of gold, a bunch of XP, because this is a challenging fight. And I would like to try to pull that one. Great. Okay, honestly, this once you know how to use this command bar, it is very helpful. Because getting the allies to like pull and single target attack enemies is very nice. I wonder if I can assign those to hotkeys of some kind. Let's apply slow effect. Let's apply bleed effect. Dropping a lot of like things that look pretty valuable. Alright. Pull that target. There we go. Notice my DPS is definitely starting to fall off here. Actually, no. If I have all my abilities rocking, I am up there. With all the other classes. Let's hope we don't get jumped. Oh, they are resisting the Death Embrace. Alright. A little surprising that the crocodiles have a lot of void resistance. Huh. Right then. That was infected with undead. Was not expecting that one. Okay, I thought I was at my spawn at the other place. Alright, let's see. How much was this worth? Let's see, quite a lot. Alright. Let's head back to the, Oh, they don't want it. It's probably an important crafting recipe of some kind. So let's keep that on our offhand. Welcome to chat. Yeah, we're gonna try to head back to the Azure city. If we go here, yeah, Port Azure, as that would allow us to get some special skills for our duelist class. Heading back to the, you know what? I said I'd take a look over here as well. Where did Duskin Light coast? I guess I was curious what was over here, since I was typically getting destroyed by the giants in the region. If I can just avoid them, I should be fine. So you. The Duskin Giants are definitely outside of my skill range, but maybe something else here could be of interest, such as, what is that beacon? It was well here. Huh. Leave me alone. I came here to make my own way, and I don't need trouble. Not all you folks drag along in your wake. Just go. You have nothing I want. Huh. Why does the Ceremonial Brazier have a health bar? What happens if I try to shatter it? Ha! I think it's just targetable. Alright, so we got the Tuscan Giant. I want to say out of their eye line. What is this? Okay, Arcane Pupils. They are stronger than I. Yeah, this Tuscan land really shouldn't be around here. Maybe if I can find like a merchant, though, it would be worth my while. The ruins near the sea appear to have been some sort of school of magic. The male statue is an image of Brax, and we cannot be certain, but it would seem the female is sivakaya in some form. School of magic. Incredible place. Now it sits empty. We've scoured it, but found nothing. But at night, we tread there, where it comes back to life. Oh, wait, what? And it centers the conflict to make themselves known. If you come across anything, please show me. So that's what the scholars are for, are they around? That would be an interesting quest, but we're definitely not ready for that quite yet. Sivakaya. She's written about as an elder goddess of creation, alongside Brax. Something, however, went wrong, and she has become corrupted. Erenshor is surely the place where that event happened, and we're uncovering evidence at every turn. Hell's Gruel holds secrets, but we cannot find them. It changes at night and becomes dangerous. I wonder if he reveals something else to someone who could navigate it after dark. Spirits who walk that stones have ethereal remains of pupils and teachers, it would seem. They're widely aggressive to intruders, and we've lost brothers attempting to communicate with them. Yeah, so... I mean... Definitely not... I don't think I can do this. Yeah. They're significantly too strong. Would we need to explore that region a bit farther, though, in the future? Let's continue down on a bit of a stroll. What are you? Let's see, Polak. That army marched the way here, through here not long ago. Right to the hilltop they went, tents on their backs. Like they planned to stay a while. I don't know who they were, but they definitely marched with a purpose. We also have a merchant! Okay, what do you sell? Just bread water. Alright, nothing too important there. There's an army on the hilltop. Here we can fight. There we go. This army is likely going to be hostile. I guess we shall see. Yeah, something's giving me a bit of a hint that the army may just be just a tiniest bit hostile. I mean, just to be sure, we can just walk up here real quick and, Oh? Pretty sure I'm moving back to the city pretty soon. The Molare aren't the most pleasant bunch to be around. They just sort of descended on this place a few days ago. Seem hellbent on getting into those ruins. It's also walking around behind that school down there, too. Like they know something about it, we don't. Something here seemed like a good idea before all the stirrings took place. You know, that skull monument? Not a big deal. But now the people here are trying to wake it up. Yeah, there are Sivakayan ruins, so I hear. Been in there myself. Nothing to see, just empty space and a rather weird feeling. Ah yes, this giant skull in the sky would be a perfect place to settle. I can see this being our new land. If they're hostile? What? I kind of thought they wouldn't be hostile. I'm not surprised that they're hostile, because these are, like, the sort of villains, but... Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna try to blitz the runes. Can you find anything? How to say that? What can you do with the well? You can set your spawn point. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't be here. I definitely shouldn't be here. And again, there are there's no enemies here. Oh, that is rather weird. Huh. Hold up. This place is actually empty. But there was reference to the school, so maybe if I do something with the school, I can head here afterwards. And something will unlock. Alright. I think we should now probably head to the Port Azure, because that was my plan originally. Unless we want to continue going down this side path. Let's see. These will eventually hit to the, Malroth's nesting ground in the Windwash Pass. Which can take me to the Silkengrass Meadows, or... I guess I could try to head to Ripper's Keep. Turn around. Oh. Was there something in there? Oh, I guess it was Weeping Angel-like. Let's see. I'll go take a look. And keep a good distance away from these, because apparently they are very hostile. Alright, I guess there was two paths. Alright. So there was... I guess it's not really a path. Guess I can turn around. Yeah, it's not really, but I guess that did open up a bit more after, unless I just saw a... Yeah. No, the ruins are just empty. As it stands now. Alright. I guess we can try to explore the this side of the map a bit more, because we do have a quest to reach Ripper's Keep, and if you head to the nesting ground to the Rock Shade Hold. Oh, doggo's barking. Is this the pass? I think it is. It looks to be, at least, if we check the map. Yeah, this looks wind-washed. Or not. Huh. I guess there was also word, like, hey, if you see, like, hear wind whistling, some secrets abound. I guess there are some particles that may indicate that. Alright. No, we definitely shouldn't be here yet. But, you know, since we do have... Boy, I can try to pull that target, swing it away, or through him. As long as Maven can live. Okay, looks like we do have enough healing for Maven to not die. Alright, we can kill this thing. As long as the other one is enjoying? Alright, cool. Oh no, Maven died. Uh-oh. Right then. So if that's a Nagalok, and those ones are immature versions of that, I'm gonna guess that that thing's a lot stronger than a Nagalok. Or immature Nagalok. Uh-oh. This does not look like the Windwash Pass. I don't think I've gone to the right place. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Ah! Uh-oh! That doesn't seem like the right place to go. Nah, I'd win. That is not the Windwash Pass. Anyway, to Port Azure. You know what I'm finding to be really interesting is that the paladins in this game aren't really leveling up a lot on their own. The only reason why we do have a paladin at our level is because I have been training that paladin from that point. I wonder what the game does to correct that. Like, if there's no paladin in the game who is capable of, like, fighting in your party. Yeah, that was definitely, not the right way to go. Alright. I guess we have taken quite a large look at this world so far. Like, from the Hidden Hills to the Bone Pits. I took a bit of a look at the Duskin Light to foray into the Rel Plains. We kind of saw this southern part of the map. I am definitely not high enough level to make my way to the northern part. But I suppose if you do want to try this game, let me actually hit that well up as well. It will be on Steam in about 5 or 6 days. I guess 4 to 6 days, depending on your time zone. I would check the Discord server, or wishlist it on Steam. I do have the link to the game in the description below. To see... Let's see here. To see more, like, when it comes out, if you're interested in exploring all parts of this map, uncovering the secret of these different groups of people who are sort of vying for power in Erenshor. As we play this, it's honestly, I feel like the mechanics there are pretty dang good. It's like you're playing a solo RPG, but it has the aspect of, hey, it's similar to the MMORPGs in that you actually are able to party up with a bunch of people, level them up, and they all act as their own like, individual entity, which is very neat. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell some stuff. I should put away these the Whispers of the Sea because they didn't really want to buy that off me. What level am I? I'm level 9. Why is my DPS idly 5? I don't think I'm attacking anyone. Let's take a look around and see if we can find the duelist clan, however. Hey, there we go. It is thrown in the corner. It's longswords in the other armor type. Kick, melee proficiency. You have a higher chance of scoring a critical hit and a less chance to miss completely. Yes, please. I will take that. Double attack, we already have that one in our inventory. Requires level 13 though. Dual wield, already have that equipped. Dodge and Blood Feast, got it. And Death Embrace, which I do have equipped here. Alright, so nothing new for that one. Actually, a new passive for that one. Way to the Sea. Slows target's attack speed by 15%. Huh. And Force of the Sea 2. That is a better version of my current aura. The Mallory Axe, that's 54. Nice, my 66, so not worth it at the moment. And Dusty Chain Leggings, a 15 and a 10. 15 health and a 10 armor. I mean, sort of helpful. I guess there's one more merchant we should check out before picking an exact one to go with. Hello. Well, traveler, make yourself at home here. We have armors and weapons for sale among other rarities. May the wind of Vithio guide thee ever forward. Alright, so it looks like we got this book here. Melee Proficiency, which we can unlock. And I don't know if I can afford the Weight of the Sea. Yeah. But can I afford this better version of this one? Yeah, this is Presence of Vithio 1, and this one is 2. Well, I'll take that up. That is better than what I currently have, so let me go pop that on. That should increase my stats significantly, right? Yeah, so, let's see, 46 agility goes to, what? Oh, actually, it shows up here. Okay. Wow, goes it. Let's see. What is this one? That's 42 and 36. Got it. Let's wait for that effect to go away. Okay. Yeah, 52 and 46. So it is significantly better. I suppose. Can I stack the first tier and second tier of this? Nope. They refuse to take it. Yeah, fair enough. Let's go sell our old version of this. I want this item. I guess 5 endurance and 5 agility. I should pair that against this. Yes, I probably do. I should also turn in the horn, because that one seems very important as well. And I guess now that we have Duelist Guild here, I guess we found where it is, we can come back for a bunch of different... we can come back for a bunch of different equipment in the future. I guess not here per se, but there's likely another another town or something around the map. Let's see. Yeah, Ripper's Keep seems like the next big zone to go to. Like Port of Seor and Ripper's Keep, they seem like 2 city-type locations. The Rockshade Hold also sounds like one. Fallenbrock Zonia, I'm not too sure about that. Actually, can I... No, I cannot take a look around this map more. So I'm noticing, like, the Blighted Lands is being cut off here. Let's do a bit of Slowness Landing. And everything that we past the Twin Soldiers. Yeah, but... This has been Erenshor. If you want us to check it out in the future, leave a like or a comment down below. And then we can go check it out in the again in the future. We've been going for about 3 hours now. So I am... So you know what? There's lore. We should purchase lore. Before we get out, let's read some more, I suppose. Just learn a bit more about the world that we're in. Now let's go back to the banker. We can put away the horn to clear our inventory out. Let's see. We have them to be over here. By the well. If I can find the well. Hold on. Maybe a beacon of light. Well. Looks like we cannot find the well. This was that is alright. Oh, never mind, there it is. Let's go put this horn away. Yep. How many pages, I wonder? Oh, wow. It's a novella. Alright. The construction of Port Azure. The establishments of Port Azure represent a pivotal moment in the history of Erenshor. Driven by the arrival of the Solonarian paladins, their presence catalyzed the scattered settlers to embark on the development of a centralized capital city. This initiative gained significant momentum following the paladins' identification of an anomalous crater in the northern regions of the continent. Oh, that's important. Located beneath the shrine to Selûne, and protected by what was described as monstrous golems. This site was subsequently determined to be Selûne's Landing, a location deemed of extraordinary spiritual and historical significance. The necessity of civilizing such a site was asserting unequivocally. Despite the presence of a small indigenous population, their practices were characterized as rudimentary. The Fenelon Druids resided in temporary structures such as tents and crude shacks, maintaining a subsistence lifestyle. Concurrently, many among the Braxonians exhibited signs of severe mental deterioration, attributed to an unspecified historical event. Anecdotal accounts from time referring legends of divine intervention, suggesting a catastrophic act in which a thriving settlement was purportedly destroyed in an outpouring of divine sorrow. These accounts remain unverified and are considered speculative. The Solonarian paladins facilitate an organized influx of settlers from various regions, including representatives from Fernallan, Braxonian, and Vithian cultures. The collective enthusiasm of these groups was notable, as they sought to establish their presence on land they believed had been graced by the physical presence of divine entities. Construction of the city commenced in the year 1552 and progressed without significant delays, culminating in its formal completion in the 1700s, a milestone marked by widespread commemoration. During the early stages of construction, a section of the castle suffered structural collapse. The precise purpose of this section remains undocumented, and contemporaneous records are inconclusive. Speculative accounts, however, circulated, alleging that this event involves the detonation of Savakian operatives by the Azure Guard. However, no corroboration evidence exists to substantiate these claims at this time. The concept of Sivakayans as a tangible threat was not widely accepted and was predominantly relegated to folklore. The government of Mursalavila subsequently assumed administrative control over the burgeoning city. This development was largely attributed to Mursavila's role in provisioning the majority of settlers under their governance. The Azure Guard was instituted to enforce order and oversee the city's security. Over time, the city attracted a diverse array of factions, ultimately evolving into a major hub of commerce and cultural exchange. Its strategic location further facilitated its emergence as a critical nexus of maritime trade, benefiting both residents and travelers. The Azure Guard became synonymous with the enforcement of stringent legal measures, ensuring the activities perceived as criminal or subversive were met with decisive action. Pirates, brigands, and other individuals deemed undesirable were systematically expelled or subjected to capital punishment. Although some contemporaries expressed disapproval of the Guard's methods, particularly in informal settings, such as taverns with no significant opposition was documented, In its current stage, Port Azure retains a strategic and economic significance. The enduring presence of the Azure Guard continues to provide stability, safeguarding the city against external threats and internal disruptions. The prevailing outlook anticipates sustained prosperity of the city and its inhabitants in the centuries to follow. Alright, so this is a very big, trade town, it seems. And the speculations in the past of, hey, these brigands and such, let me get the name right so I don't want to mispronounce it. Sivakayans are not really a major threat here. As it turns out, they are, and they have redirected all the people to this place, so it's not prospering as much. What this also tells me is that since it is set in at 1700, if we're taking that as AD, that places it at the late stages of the medieval ages. But since there's magic in this world, I don't know how accurate that would be a corollary there. Alright. How about the fall of Rockshade Hold, because that is important. Oh, by the way, map information we learned, which I guess is points of interest. Somewhere in the northern region, there should be a big old crater, right under a shrine. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Sluna's Landing. And the map does support the, what it says, which is pretty nice. Alright. Fall of Rockshade Hold. Let's see. How many pages does this one have? Oh, not as many. Once a haven of silent scholars, Rockshade Hold now lies in ruin. Its grandeur eroded and its purpose forever twisted. The once proud stone buildings crumble under the weight of time, while their unfortunate inhabitants were now cursed stone men, stand frozen in unyielding immortality. When the heavens unleashed their wrath upon the north, a storm was cast of magic and stone. A storm of magic and stone was cast into the skies, raining transformative destruction across Erenshor. Rockshade Hold bore the brunt of this upheaval, absorbing an overwhelming surge of ethereal material, the flesh of its monks. Unprepared for such relentless magic, succumbed to its power. The transformation was slow but inevitable. Skin turned to stone, joints stiffened, and bodies became eternally entombed in otherworldly rock. For some, the fiery chasms birthed by the impact offered merciful ends, consuming them before the curse could take hold. Yet for those who sought refuge, survival became their cruelest fate. A self-preservation so complete that denied them even the mercy of death. These brothers, once devoted to chronicling the origins of Erenshor and the divine bond between Brax and Sivakaya, found their dedication grotesquely immortalized, no longer able to write, learn, or reason. They stand as statues, monuments to history they so diligently studied. Bound by the enduring magic of Sluna's Landing, they are trapped in this realm, their stony forms a haunting reminder of their lost humanity. Among the chaos, the invading magic gave rise to a monstrous being, a colossus of flame and fury. It roared its dominion over Rockshade Hold, demanding fealty from the unintended creations, the stone men. Desperate for release, they begged their molten master for mercy, but the giant, unyielding and vengeful, saw only servants in its creations. It demanded flesh as fuel, and so the stone men, once gentle historians, became unwilling hunters in service of their tormentor. In their despair, the stone men turned their gaze to another. Their fading logic clung to a glimmer of hope. A name was whispered into the shadows, etched in trembling hands. Xinthi. This enigmatic figure they ascribed words of desperate reverence, hope, and praise. Sacrifice. But where the stone men of Rockshade Hold, they are no longer the scholars they once were, but hollow creatures, consumed by hatred and cursed with eternity. Their limbs, once graceful in the art of preservation, now move with heavy malice, driven by a rage born of suffering. They are historian guardians no longer. They are its monsters. So it doesn't sound like a good place to go for a vacation. Where is Rockshade? Oh! It's right there. I guess we may have saw that on our way through Dusk and Light. And finally, strange beasts of Erenshor. The lands of Erenshor are vast, diverse, and brimming with life, from the towering peaks of the Savakian Spine to the windswept plains of Fernal's revival plains. Countless creatures roam. Some are known to the denizens of the land, while others remain hidden, as if cloaked by the very gods who shaped this world. In the dusk and light forest, tales speak of giant men who tread softly but leave imprints the size of shields. Meanwhile, Silkengrass Meadow has seen fleeting appearances of the albino Kodiak, a spectral predator, whispered to bring luck or doom, depending on the intent of the observer. Yet not all beasts that haunt Erenshor's whispers have been seen by mortal eyes. Ancient texts etched in the forgotten halls of Brex's old libraries hint at a beast that roams the break under the pale moonlight. Described as a demon of flesh and shadow, it's said to linger near the swampy heart of the woods, where the waters churn unnaturally. Travelers passing near the region are warned to tread lightly, for the beast is as dangerous as it is rare. Should one encounter it, the only prudent course is to flee, for courage is no match for its primal fury. While some dismiss these tales as mere folklore, the history of Erenshor has proven, time and time again, that truth and legend often share a blurred line. The land hides its secrets well, burying them in ancient ruins and forgotten groves. Who is to say what may lie behind the veil of common knowledge? To those who dare to wander with open eyes and a curious heart, Erenshor offers discoveries unseen by others. And, should luck, or perhaps the gods favor your journey, you might find yourself face to face with one of the many wonders. Whether you survive this encounter, however, is a tale only time will tell. And that is the 3 books we were able to purchase. I'm going to put those into storage. That's actually very helpful. I'm going to guess those are rare enemies that are around Erenshor that we could actually find. Yeah, I'll put them on the mold page. But with that, I'm going to say, RPG Payment out. Have a great day and or night.